Oh, this is in the loser's bracket. So this is the match after Mew² just beat me. Okay. So let's see how this one goes. We have... I'm pretty sure Dakpo is going to go with the ZSS unless Luigi's going to come out.
You know, what's funny is if Mew² had won his winners match, then this would have actually been Dakpo versus Lightning Cam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lightning Cam gets the 2-0 on Mew² in winners in order to put him here in losers.
Well, we're here in losers now, so let's go ahead and get started with game one. Oh, well, Dakpo trying to go for the really, really early boost kick to just try to get a kill off super early.
Yeah, would have been great. Instead, we're seeing Mew², who's able to play like a very patient sort of style of gameplay. And I think that patience is exactly what you need against a character like ZSS. It's important to understand that the character is rather daunting, but at the same time doesn't necessarily have the best tools overall in the neutral game.
No. ZSS, when you think about her, you think about punish game. Because if you mess up once against ZeroSir, you'll probably, if you're like mid percent, you're probably most likely going to die.
Yeah, I think the way that some of these ZSSs like Mars and Nairo do it is all around just having unorthodox aggression, right? Catching your opponent off guard. In general, ZSS is a character who I feel, and a lot of other people also feel, loses pretty hard to shield. As we saw right there, Dakpo trying to go for the tether grab, and that just leaves you so vulnerable to that forward air from Mewtwo.
Yeah, if ZSS misses her grab, she is just left way open, and that is really where a lot of characters against ZSS get most of their damage and kills from, is when she misses her stuff. Like, when ZSS misses, basically, she gets the amount of damage that she would get if she actually got you. Right now, Mew². Wow, Dakpo trying to go for the little read, but Mew² gonna deny. Try to get at the ledge, not going to happen though.
And that's another tough part, I feel, of this matchup. Whenever you think about ZSS, I think about those great offstage conversions, but Mewtwo is a character who is so difficult to edgeguard because of how tricky his recovery can be.
Oh yeah, Mewtwo's recovery is just like, okay, he has air dodge. Oh, I think he just recovered. No, wait, he just air dodged. He didn't actually teleport. What is going on here? Like, that's just Mewtwo in a nutshell. You really can't, if you don't know what you're looking at, you're not going to do well because he is so tricky with his recovery.
Again, the jabs. Dakpo down by a considerable amount, but as you mentioned, Tracy, whenever you think about ZSS, it's just about the moment. It's a character who's so good in the punish game at finding that single opening and then turning things around.
Dakpo's just looking for that one opening, though. He just needs the one little hit. But Mew² is just trying his hardest to keep him from getting that one moment.
Yeah, he's not... Oh, wait.
He literally didn't go anywhere with that, but at least he got him off.
Yeah, and it was damage as well, which is very important to consider.
Whoop. Now, I imagine if he hits him with the volley neutral air, he's definitely going to get the spike at the ledge if he definitely hits the volley neutral air. Meanwhile, Mew² tries to read the back space, reverses the shadow ball, but misses wide. Dakpo just patiently waiting for what Mew² will do, and Fair's just going straight through the paralysis shot.
That was such a good shield. And a weird mix-up from Dakpo as well. Oh!
And
the shadow ball.
Snipe.
How did the shadow ball even connect?
I don't know. Well,
I think it might have been, you know, like with the thing about shadow ball is like the movement on it is so weird, right? So like, especially when you're close to the ground and you air dodge like that, like because of the light that you put in whenever you hit the ground itself and how the shadow ball kind of lingers, there's like those moments where maybe you dodge the first half of it, but you can't really dodge the second half.
Yeah, that's just the weird thing about shadow ball. Anyways, game two, we're on Battlefield, and they both just take a little bit of a hit, except Mewtwo kind of gets the more damage out. 10% more.
That Shadow Claw, it hurts a lot.
It does. It hurts a lot. As I would know as a Rose of Maine, that Shadow Claw just annihilates Stains. You do not mess with it.
It's a pretty cool move. Like, the TM is awesome.
Dakpo's getting back on stage, just sailing past the Shadow Claw. Just trying to keep center stage control. I think that's what Dakpo really needs to kind of do in this matchup. It's like, while he's not at the percentage to where he can really make a huge punishment, oh, not going to kill. But anyway, if Dakpo's not really at the percentage to where he can actually make a huge punish for a kill happen, he really wants to keep stage control versus Mewtwo because Mewtwo wants to have all that stage to himself. Like, he will just space you out with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball for days.
Now Mew² trying to figure out some sort of way to make it back onto the stage itself. That was so strange. He didn't sweet spot the recovery. You're seeing Dakpo now with the boost kick. But on a stage like Battlefield, those larger blast zones can be a bit difficult to actually get the KO. Now Dakpo more than likely trying to find a way to get the up smash of all the KO options. But of course, being cognizant of the blast zones on the stage, going for the up smash option. Speaking of up smashes,
that up tilt conversion. And now we're completely even.
And Mew² has definitely been getting a lot of mileage, not only with the down tilt as we would expect from Mewtwo, but up tilts as well. They're previously calling out Dakpo as he was actually landing, and they're setting up into the KO itself.
Oh, that was a lot of damage coming out from Dakpo. Oh, that could be even worse. And he doesn't get the spike.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That would have been deadly.
Still, the damage, certainly nothing to scoff at, as Mew² being one of the lighter characters in this game. He's now in KO range. Dakpo here, if he can find maybe another down smash into an F smash, he could very well close out this second game. Or, you know, just a boost kick.
Or he can just do that. Just out of shield boost kick will end the game too. We always take those.
And very good shield play that we're seeing from Dakpo. His ability to slow down the pacing of the game when he needs to. Right there, we saw the critical shield. Just holding on, not going off stage with an aggressive option. And I think that that's what Mew² was predicting, right? Dakpo maybe going for an edge guard at that moment because of what he had done in previous interactions. Instead, Dakpo just stays on stage, knows Mew² will be trying to have some sort of aggression, and finds the counter hit setup because of it.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Dakpo wants to keep the stage control because Mewtwo, if you give him the stage control, it's going to be really hard to put damage on him. And that is exactly what Dakpo did. He didn't try to go for the really aggressive option. He kept the stage control, and it was worth it in the end. And now we're just having a little bit of a fight at the ledge.
Hey, there's that stage control you were talking about. Dakpo, so good at taking that right back. Now Mew² fights from the corner using the down tilt. I want to see what Dakpo is going to be doing to try to punish that particular option. Of course, he does have the Nair, but we've been seeing from Mew² a very solid shield game overall to combat.
Oh, the fist tech.
Oh, wow, that was almost a devastating punish from Mew².
And that forward smash will not do it as he was all the way from across the other side. Oh, back here at this. Nice love here by Mew² just getting back to the stage and keeping all the tech.
Mew² with his aerials off stage, so good whether he's on offense with them trying to get the edge guard or on defense trying to make the recovery. Now, he's looking over at Mew². He does have over 30% of a deficit to come over, but of course, Shadow Claw, so strong here.
And now Mew² with the stage control, he's got all the time he wants, and that will do it.
His Shadow Ball usage has been fantastic.
Oh yeah, Mew² all night has been really good with the Shadow Ball. And misses that one, but boost kick is definitely going to take the punish out of it and take his stock.
And is that the type of style that you feel that Dakpo needs here, that more reactionary style to combat against Mew²?
I don't feel like that's what all he needs, but he definitely really needs to just know what Mew² is doing. Like, to be honest, Mew²'s kind of throwing out a pattern a little. Like, he's keeping Shadow Balls for himself, and he's using those Shadow Balls to create a wall or make Dakpo throw out an option. Oh, the boost kick nearly killing there.
That was that was actually such a surprise from Mew², going with the down air of all options. To try to make it back on stage, you know, it's something that we don't see all that often. But having the little mix-ups in this last game, it's where you need to see them.
A little bit of something going on at the ledge with Mew², but he makes it back. Dakpo on the losing side right now, and he has climbed to the hundreds. Mew² trying to read. He was trying to read Dakpo was going to go low, but he ended up missing a lot.
And it looked, you know,
what just happened? I have no clue what happens to that Shadow Ball,
Rip.
but I guess no explanation. Anyways,
It doesn't affect Dakpo. ...
No, it didn't. So what matters?
Up throw.
Up throw though.
Done. That's a 2-1 in favor of Mew². Dakpo getting sent home a bit earlier than he would have liked. What did you feel was like important in that matchup overall? Did it feel like Dakpo not having a handle on the Shadow Ball was important?
I didn't feel like his like reaction he gave to the Shadow Ball, like he was not spacing himself out too well to know, because with Mewtwo, you know Shadow Ball, if a Shadow Ball is in his hand, Mewtwo is definitely going to use that Shadow Ball some way. And you just got to space yourself out to know that he's going to come with Shadow Ball in some way, sometime. Just got to be ready for it. And that's what I feel Dakpo did. He didn't really space himself out. He was a little too close at all quarters, and he ended up paying for it a lot.
Yeah, I think that it felt like that was like a game where they both had hesitation to like pick up the rock, right? Like you saw whoever was in control of like making the approaches overall kind of shift back and forth, but overall, whenever you had Mew² just throwing out the Shadow Balls, forcing Dakpo to make these awkward approaches, that's whenever he'd be having a lot of punishes. And conversely, some of Dakpo's best moments was whenever he would condition Mew² to make haphazard approaches, right? That's where he got a lot of these counter hit setups into the boost kick.
That's what Mew² did so well with the matchup. Like,